Hello everyone. The CD Spin here, back with a review of the newest Adele album, and I gotta be honest, guys, I didn't want to review this album, alright? I didn't want to do a full-on review on this album. First of all, I'm in New York now, actually, which is, pretty cool, so I didn't want to really waste any of my time editing, even if I do have, like, the night free. I just don't want to waste any of my time doing that, alright? So this is an extremely candid video, but, I mean, it should be okay. Don't have much to talk about. I just wanted to get this review out to share my thoughts on it, but also didn't want to, you know, like, I just didn't want to spend too much time on it, because, frankly, I don't care enough, alright? I don't care about you guys is what I'm trying to say. Not really, but let's just get on to this. So, yeah, Adele is back with her newest record, 30, following the number trend that she's been doing literally since the start. Maybe the laziest, album titling that you could possibly think of, but, you know, it's whatever. Actually, I have a bit of nostalgia, towards Adele, a bit of bias going into this record, since my mom listened to her pretty much all the time. I mean, her last record, 25, like, I listened to that all throughout 2015, alright? And I still listen to tracks of it, like, all the time. But yeah, I have a lot of bias towards this record, already from the get-go, but that doesn't mean that I can't not like it, or that I will absolutely love it. First of all, this album is, like, bloated as hell. It's 58 minutes. Why? Adele's, like, the most boring artist, most boring pop artist in the world. Like, we don't need a 58-minute record of Adele just, like, on a piano talking about her divorce or whatever. We don't need that. I'm sorry. So the first track is Strangers by Nature, which isn't awful, but it's, like, it's very rudimentary, and it's not really, it's kind of a forgettable teaser to this record. It's very, you know, minimalistic, and most of these tracks are pretty minimalistic, but, you know, Strangers by Nature, decent, not awful, but, you know, not that great as an opener. And then there's the single, which is Easy on Me, which is very popular now. It has, like, 350 million plays on Spotify already, and it's decent, you know, it's nice. Oh my god, excuse the sound in the background, my sister is literally just showering. This is an extremely candid, very bad video, but it's whatever. But yeah, Easy on Me is a decent single to this record. I mean, not bad at all. It could have been better. It's nice, you know, it doesn't hurt anybody. And, it might just be the best on this record, maybe, I don't know, maybe. And then there's My Little Love, which is the next track, which is 6 minutes long, and that already, shows a big problem with this record, being that, it's bloated as hell. I already explained it, but, like, some of these tracks are 6 minutes long for no reason, and I love long tracks, alright? They're usually always my favorite track on the record, the long tracks, but, I mean, these are just, like, unnecessary. They take up so much space, like, we really didn't need all this filler, but, yeah, My Little Love, kind of a weird sample. It's, like, a lot of it includes, like, Adele talking to her child, and, it's just kind of a boring and strange song, to be honest. Not a fan of it. And then there's Cry Your Heart Out, which is not awful, but, forgettable. Definitely, I don't even remember the song, just thinking about it off the top of my head right now. And then there's Oh My God, which is, yeah, that's kind of the reaction that I had to this song. It's awful, honestly. Oh My God is a foul and, repulsive song, to be frank, that really adds nothing to the record of, positivity or anything. And then there's Can I Get It Now, which is a really, really awkward, attempt at being, like, poppy. Some weird vocals. She sounds, like, Southern on this track. She's doing her best, but, really it's not, it's not great. And then there's I Drink Wine, which has to be the most wine mom, cringy wine sucker mom title I've ever heard. I Drink Wine. It's, more weird vocals and a very awkward chorus. I mean, it's not good. It's not an awful song, but it's just extremely bloated. I mean, I'm just not a fan at all. And then there is All Night Parking, which is quite bland. That's probably my most overused word. But really, this whole record is pretty bland. It's quite bland, but not awful at all. And then Woman Like Me is actually a decent track. I mean, it's not bad. It's a decent track. I don't know why I like it, honestly. It doesn't seem like I would like it, but I like the vibe of it. Alright, I like the vibe. And then, Hold On, is an alright track. Not interesting to me. And it's another goddamn 6-minute track, but, I mean, it does what it strives to do, so, I mean, there you go, it's a plus. And then To Be Loved is immediately a track that sounds a lot more close and intimate, like, actually sounds like it has a little bit of a soul. Though it is quite basic, I enjoy this track, you know. To Be Loved, not a bad track. Adele probably has her vocal peak on this track whenever she goes, like, big, and that's one thing that I really like about Adele's voice. I don't usually like her voice that much, honestly. I feel like it's quite overrated, but it's like big, and whenever she uses it just to go like softly, I feel like she's just like, it's a pussy move. It's like she's doing nothing with it, absolutely nothing, when she should be going loud. I'm not actually telling Adele how she should be using her vocals, but what do I know? I have the worst voice. And then there's Love Is a Game, which is the closer. And it ends the record in a right way, in a right direction. It's, at the very least, exciting, and, adds something new to the record, which is, always good, you know, always good to add variety and stuff. This new Adele record is, it's definitely boring. There's a lot of weird moments. There are a lot of nice moments. I mean, she always has nice moments in her music, that's for sure. But I feel like 30 fails to hit the same peak, as really anything she's done before besides her debut, maybe. And the narrative doesn't quite strike me as being described or told in an interesting or unique way at all. I mean, it just never leaves this narrative storytelling, which is not good. And, overall, this is a bloated and unappealing record to me. Unlike her previous 2 records, which I really liked. This one is not quite as good, and I feel like I'm in the minority when I say that this record isn't that great, but, you know, that's about it, guys, and, sorry about this very candid review, but, I mean, I just had to put this out, but I didn't really want to talk about Adele because it's Adele, and nobody really cares that much about Adele. But somehow she's number 5 on Spotify, so maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe it's just all the moms. I mean, my mom loves Adele. But still, I mean, that's about it, guys. Nothing much to that. And, yeah, that's it. Before I forget to catch this in the video, I didn't include the score. This album is a light 5 out of 10. Yeah, it's a light 5, not very interesting. Almost forgot to do that. I almost did the same thing that I did on the Olivia Rodrigo score. Almost forgot to score, which is, dumb. But, yeah, that's it, guys. Sorry. Bye.